Hi, this is a short video to show users how to create incident records within the system. So whenever any sort of incident that occurs which needs to be recorded and alerted to the manager or to the organization will be mentioned on a specific incident record. So even though you may have a booking delivery record for that particular service, you can enter some basic notes on that booking delivery record if required, but mainly you have to create a designated incident record to track all what happened during that particular incident. So we'll jump into the mobile app and see how exactly we can create these records. Alright, so I'm on the mobile app, and you can find the incident records by clicking on the three lines on the top left-hand corner and selecting the incident option from the menu. And here you can see a list of all the incidents that were recorded previously, and we'll click on New to create a new incident. So you can start off by specifying the date and time the incident occurred. And you can specify the person affected. This could usually be the client, but may also be another staff member. And it's not a mandatory field, so if no individual was personally affected by the incident, you can leave that blank, but there is an option for you to fill that in. The assistance provided by primary person would also be populated, so currently it's auto-populated with the person creating the incident, but you could change this to a different staff member if they were the one who mainly dealt with the incident. And next you can give a brief description of the incident using the speech-to-text function, brief description. Just to record what actually occurred during the incident, anything leading up to it, any details mainly regarding that particular incident. Then you can click on the type of incident and use the different options presented here, so you can select multiple options as required. And then you can similarly do the same for the primary cause of the incident as well, where you can select multiple options as required. And so those are the mandatory fields on the screen. So you can see that with the red asterisks next to brief description, type of incident, primary cause. So those are the mandatory fields that you need to populate. And there are a few additional tabs, such as incident details. So none of these fields are mandatory. So I'm just going to click Save just to save this particular incident. The system auto-populates the title with the brief description that you entered. So since I mentioned brief description on this field, that's why it's populated that with brief description. But if you give a short description of the incident, then that'll be mentioned in the title. So you can go in and fill out any of these additional information. You can use the speech-to-text function on these text fields to make it easier for you and save time recording details. On the incident location, you can specify where exactly it happened. If it happened at a particular venue, you usually, if it happened at a particular house that the organization owned, it will usually come under a service unit location, but it could be at the person's house or at a particular external venue. If the place does not exist as an option for you to select, so if I select venue, you can see that the venue field appears, but if you're not able to find that particular address on the venue field, then you can just simply select other address and type in the address on the address fields directly. So you can easily capture the incident location that way, and you can also create incident contacts. So let's say the incident occurred to involve the client and 3 other people. You can mention the client as the person affected over here, and then you can mention the 3 other individuals on the associated incident contacts table. So this particular table is not visible until you save click save on the incident for the first time. So once this incident record is generated, then the system displays this table and allows you to add records to it. So the way to add a record is to click on the three dots over here and select New. And once you click on the New Incident Contact record, the system will automatically open the incident contact form. So there are two options over here, and basically you can use this top contact record field if the person exists within the system. So if it's maybe an issue between two clients, you'll be able to select the second client over here. If it was between a client and a support worker, then you can select that person here. But if that contact is a third-party person who's not stored within the system, then you can use these fields over here to enter that person's basic details. So capture their name, if you can capture their phone number or address or any other critical contact information, you can mention that over here. So if the person exists, you simply need to click on that and search for that particular person. So for example, you can look for Bruce Wayne, and you can see that those additional fields are now hidden because we already know that the contact exists within the system, and you can specify that that person is the part of the incident. And then you can enter incident notes using the speech to text as per usual. Test. And once you've completed all of the information, you can click Save at the top right-hand corner to generate the incident contact record. And if we go back, you can see that that person has been recorded within the system. And if you want to add another person, you just simply repeat the same steps again. So we'll click on the three dots on the right over here, and we'll select New Incident Contact again. And this time we'll fill out a third-party person who was there. So we can just enter the name. We can enter last name as well. And we can enter any contact details if you have obtained them or were provided, and then you can specify their role in the incident as well as enter the incident notes as per normal. And when you've done completing all the information, simply click Save again, and that incident contact has now been created within the system. So Todd Jones is not a contact record within the system, but his details have been captured on the incident contact record. So that's how you create and lodge an incident. Thanks for watching.